2, 3, 4. Hi, and thanks for stopping in to EADGBE. Today we're going to be working on Cinnamon Girl on the electric guitar in standard tuning. Back in the 70s when I used to play this song, I didn't know anything about alternate tuning, so I learned it with what I had, which is a guitar that was tuned to standard. We didn't have tuners back then, so I know I'm showing my age here. But anyway, we didn't know about alternate tuning, so I learned the song in standard. And here recently I just learned the ending, which I had to lower the E string down to a D to play. But actually that's the only part of the song that you really have to lower your strings to play, is the ending. It's very easy to play in standard tuning, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. We're going to be starting with a C to a D chord. Let's talk about the chords we're going to use. We're going to start with a D on the fretboard. We're simply going to go to the 5th fret and play the D and the G string right here, sliding up, playing that just like that. That's how we're going to start the song. Now I've got light distortion on the guitar so that you can hear better what's being played. So we're going to just go like that. That's C to a D. And that's down, down, slide, up, down. See? That's all I did to get that. Now later in the song, we're going to be playing all 3 of those strings, because after the first verse, he changes it a little bit. It goes, so all 3 strings are used. You're going to be using the D string, the G string, and the B string to sound like this. Okay, and then we're going to do a little vibrato at the end of that. Okay, so the first time it's just the D and the G string. Second time around is going to be the G, the D, and the B string. Okay, now that's going to sound like this when we get it going. When we go down to the first position, away from the 5th fret, we're going to go to a C suspended 2 chord by putting the 2nd finger on the 3rd fret on the A string. We're going to take the 3rd finger and place it on the 3rd fret on the B string. That's our C suspended 2 chord. Like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is hold down that D, take that 2nd finger, and go down to a G/B. That's a G/B. 2nd finger goes to a C suspended 2. 1st finger walks down to a B. Next thing we're going to do is open that up. Right? The whole time we're playing the D string, so we go, okay? Just like that. So that was a C suspended 2, G/B, and then an A7 suspended 4 right there. But all we're going to worry about is we're hitting a C, B, and the A, and we're holding down the D string. Okay, so don't worry about the chords so much, or the chord names. Just try to get this done. This is going to be like this. Then we're going to go to an F5, slide it up to a G5, like that, and just let it fade out. So F5 to G5. So we got this. Again, sliding from C to D, C2 to a B, open A, and then F5 to G5. It's going to sound like this. And as you notice, a little bit of vibrato on the end of that. Okay, makes it sound good. Okay, now let's move along to the verses. We're going to go to a D chord. Then we'll be going to an A minor 7 chord. Now D chord everybody knows, I'm sure. We're going to go to an A minor 7 simply by putting second finger on the E note, which is the second fret on the D string, and then the first finger is going to go to the B string, first fret, that's a C, and that's an A minor 7. Okay, next chord is a C. You just take your finger, put it right there on the C note, and you got a C. And then the last chord we've got is a G. Now those are our verse chords. And then we're going to have to go into this, which is the notes F, G, A, C, and a D chord. Twice. Move this finger up, second finger here, up to your C, B, back to C, and then a A7 suspended 4 by taking that first finger and placing it on the E note at the second fret on the D string. And that's your ending right there. So this is what we did. Let's do that again. The whole thing. 2, 3, 4, 1, A minor 7, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, G, 3, 4, F, G, A, C, D chord, twice, C2, B, back to C, and then A7 suspended 4. Sounds like this. That's our verses right there. That was easy enough. Okay, while we're doing this, let me show you a cool trick, or a couple of tricks I picked up from Neil Young, watching him in a 2008 concert that I saw on one of the YouTube videos. What he did kind of a little scratching thing between the chords that he was playing. He's got this little scratching thing going on. He doesn't do it every time. It's just something he throws in kind of at will. I'm going to play it the way I saw him play it in the video. Here it goes. So what he did is, just after he went down to the C suspended 2, which is this, came up to here, muted the strings, and did that. Okay, which I thought was really cool. So just like that. Okay, just threw it in there, right? I thought it sounded kind of cool. So notice on this one that I'm playing all 3 strings here, so I get that sound. And how I'm doing it is taking my pick and just picking those 3 strings right there, okay? And so that's how we get the bigger sound and the second intro part. On the first intro, just the D and the G string. Second intro, Alright, quite a difference there. So that's part one of how to play Cinnamon Girl on electric guitar in standard tuning. Stay tuned for part two, which will feature the bridge, a one-note solo, and the ending of the song, which we'll have to tune down to drop D to do. That's the only part of the song that we'll have to detune, and we're only going to detune the low E string. Everything else is going to remain in standard tuning. Okay? So be watching for that one. There will be a link at the end of this video when that video is ready so that you can go check it out. Thanks a lot for stopping in to eMusicLIVE.